Hello again, everyone. Edwin Learnard back once again. In this YouTube astrological segment, I'm going to be dissertating and talking about the ruler of the 10th house posited in the 11th house in a natal horoscope. Well, as most of you know, the 10th house is associated with the career, livelihood, ambitions, a dominant parent, generally the father, notoriety, status, and recognition, standing in the community. And the 11th house is associated with friends, acquaintances, groups, goals, their objectives, long-term aspirations, can be humanitarian efforts as well, social reform, activism, I guess you could say. Anyway, let me get started. Well, the first thing is that the person's career might very well be connected with either humanitarian efforts, I would say even possibly computers, electronics, or innovation, because that's associated with the sign Aquarius, the 11th house. So that could be possible, I believe. Groups of people, their friends, the career efforts might be connected with that. Perhaps something where this person might be involved in some kind of social activism, human rights advocate. Another thing is that perhaps a parent or a dominant parent may have had an influence on the person's choice of friends to some degree, their acquaintances, their group endeavors. Perhaps notoriety and some kind of recognition, accolades this person receives can impact the amount of friends, acquaintances they have. Perhaps something like on Twitter, this could increase the person's following, for example, on a social networking site. Perhaps this person's career entails some kind of networking, or it could be even strongly associated with this person's career objectives. Now, this person's career might not necessarily involve any kind of networking, but it could be something where this person does some kind of networking, say on Facebook, for example, in order to augment or enhance his or her own career. This could be a person who's, I guess you could say, their standing in the community could impact the friends that they have, to some degree their acquaintances. If this person's standing in the community is solid and good, then it could very well expand his or her, I guess you could say, in their friend base or fan base, perhaps. But if this person, their standing in the community or their stature in their neighborhood is not quite as good, then obviously the friends could diminish to some degree. Maybe it could be possible that this person, I guess you could say, their business-like manner, seriousness, their professional way about them could somehow be injected into their friendships and the groups that they come into contact with. Perhaps this person becomes very serious-minded with their friends, and perhaps friends do take notice of this when I guess their interaction with this person. This could be a placement where, when we look at the 10th house, it is the house of career and livelihood, and the 11th house can be connected with groups of people, where groups of people congregate, and this could be something where maybe this person's career seems to be injected into things that involve many people. This could be something where this person likes to do like public speaking, or something where career matters are done in a collaborative effort with friends. It could be possible this person may embark on business projects with friends. Maybe they own, maybe they're involved in some kind of firm with friends and acquaintances, people that they know. This is a person that can very well thrive on career matters that are done with more than one person. This person may not like to do career matters by themselves or in solitude, and prefer to do this with others. This could be a position where, when we look at the 10th house, parental figure may have had an impact maybe even on dominant parental figure, could have had an impact on, I guess you could say, perhaps interest in certain humanitarian endeavors or efforts. This could be something where even if the person doesn't do work associated with humanitarian effort, some kind of humanitarian work, it could be something where this person's their seriousness, their business-like professional manner comes out in these kind of benevolent works or charity works that involve some kind of benevolence or humanitarian efforts for others. So anyway, people, that will conclude this YouTube astrological segment for the ruler of the 10th house posited in the 11th house in the natal horoscope. Stay tuned next time, where I'll be dissertating and talking about the ruler of the 10th house in the 12th house in the natal chart. Two things I want to get with you on before I head out. Firstly, the stars may impel but do not compel. And secondly, never isolate any single astrological element, aspect, planetary placement, position, configuration, influence, or what have you, and make an analysis on a person, astrologically speaking, based on this alone. Because a person astrologically is the sum of all their components in their natal chart, and not just one. Until next time, people, stay well.